Hi, Joe coming at you. And I travel and have traveled quite a bit in my life, and I've always found that you have to have some health hacks when you're on the road. And I tell you why. There's so many reasons. Number one, if you're traveling, first off, I believe that's a stressor in itself because you're out of your element. You're in different settings. Your schedule's off. Your things that you usually can access to keep yourself on your exercise program are off. Eating is off. I could go on and on. But I want to talk about 5 health hacks I think that will serve you well. It served me well, and all I can speak to is some of the things that I've done. And I might have to refer to my notes a little bit because I researched this a little bit, and I was like, these are kind of the basics. I'm going to go into a deeper dive on how to eat healthier and how to get some exercise while you're traveling in the next video and on a blog that I just wrote, or I did some research to come up with this, and I said, let's give the bigger picture first. And then we'll get into some of the minutiae on the next videos. So, number one, this is biggie. You have to stay hydrated when you travel because you sometimes will forget that you have to have, a lot of water every day. I think 6 to 8 ounces of water. I would also say you should really minimize your intake of caffeine and alcohol, especially if you're doing time zones. But even if you're not, be careful there because it can really mess you up, especially when it comes to your sleep. I think, and this is what I do, I learned the hard way. I bring my own snacks. I'm so tired of some of the getting ripped off in the airports, but also usually they have some very poor choices. Once in a while you'll find something good, but I bring my own nutrient-dense snacks in my bag, and I actually have a little, I know I'm a little obsessive, but I have a little thing that you can actually keep stuff cool, like vegetables. So some of my nutrient-dense vegetables I could actually bring in that little cooler in my bag. So, but snacks, yes, nuts, bars, things that are quick, just real quick, peel and eat. And of course, on our program, we have that's what we use for our fuelings or our snacks. But that's so key. So bring your own snacks. It's big. Here's a big one: get plenty of sleep. Even if that means rearranging your schedule and maybe if you're at a business conference, you may have to bypass some of the night activities that go on late because guess what? You need to get your 7 to 8 hours sleep. It's going to be a real good idea if you can pull it off. Now, I've traveled where I've been at business conventions that wasn't possible. But doggone it, by day 3, you're really hurting, and then you still got to get back home. So really try to take care of that. And you're going to, like I said, you're going to have to adjust your schedule. You're going to have to probably go to bed earlier sometimes. Mental health. This is one people forget, and this is why some people get really depressed when they travel. Their mental health declines because they don't have time for relaxation. They don't find ways to maybe do some centering things, whether it be prayer, whether it be meditation, yoga, or something. They just get away from what they usually do for their mental health. And I think one of the biggest things for mental health is staying connected when you're on the road to your loved ones. That, I think, is where some people start feeling the loneliness, and they feel like, I'm just out here by myself, and what am I doing this for? So there's a lot of doubts and stuff that can come in if you don't stay connected. And that is so key. I know sometimes in the hotel rooms the TVs are so bad, there's nothing on them. I bring my own stuff. I download a bunch of stuff, videos. I try to log in and do some work if I can. Sometimes the internet's so slow, but I try to bring some work I can do while I'm there. Well, if you want to call that relaxation, for me it is. But sometimes, with my tablet, I'll bring that just to watch movies. Forget about what's on TV. I want to watch what I want to watch. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing, as a pharmacist, I'm not going to, if you're an anti-vaxxer, I get that. But I think if you're going to travel, you really should think to be up to date on your vaccines. Your flu vaccine, very important. You're going to be around a lot of people that you're not normally around. So any vaccines you can get to keep you out of the weeds. So if you're traveling overseas into an area that's third world country, forget about it. Don't go unless you get your vaccines. And here's a biggie. Everything you do while you're traveling, at the airport, the hotels, conventions, family members' houses, whatever, wash your hands a lot. I know I want to sound like your mother, but here's the thing. Washing your hands frequently and not touching your face or eyes is going to eliminate you catching any bugs that you don't want. So hope those tips help. They serve me well. In the next videos, we'll talk about some healthy eating hacks and healthy exercise hacks while you travel. But look, travel is fun. You just want to get the most out of it, and you want to be the healthiest while you do it. So until next video.